It's the boys' turn in the Class 5A 100-meter dash final here at the UIL Track and Field Outdoor Championships. 10:15 is the Conference 5A class record. We have 9 boys in contention for a state title here. Looking at the lane assignments with hip number 1, that is DeCallan Taylor. 2 is Christopher Blocker. 3 is Tohib Uladupo. 4 is Che Nwabuko. 5 is Corin Burns. 6 is Jordan Sanford. 7 is Corridon Smith. 8 is John Ware. And 9 is Daryl Nation.
Nwabuko, Che Nwabuko, was 4th last year. He's the senior from Manor, and he enters here with a 10.44. But he was also here in March at the Texas Relays, and he ran a wind-aided time of 10.23 seconds. That certainly has to give him a little bit of confidence. He was on the line here just a couple months ago, knows what it feels like, has the crowd behind him. Che Nwabuko is the guy, I think, potentially to walk away with a potential win here.
You cannot forget Smith on the outside, all the way to his right in lane number 7 from Lancaster, 10:57 from the regional meet. These boys have already broken 11 seconds. They're going to, I know we talk about times, but right now they're going for the title. But alongside of that, it's a great opportunity to run something fast. So we can potentially see someone break in 10.5, potentially maybe hitting those 10.6s, especially with the competition on the line here. Once again, as the gentlemen line up in the blocks, Taylor, Blocker, Udolapo, Nwabuko, Burns, Sanford, Smith, Ware, and Nation. This is the boys' 5A 100-meter dash final.
And Che out. Challenge, though, through 40 meters. It's Che on the inside. Taylor trying to match him. Che in the final 30 meters. It's going to be Che Nwabuko with the win here.
From start to finish, that was Che's race right there. He looked so efficient. 3.1 wind gauge, but he clocks a 10:17. That is moving, Corey. Coming in second place, we will have Corridon Smith with a 10:39, Taylor with a 10:4, Blocker 10:47, and Burns 10:48. Those are your gentlemen under that 10:5 mark, but it was a fast one for sure.
Yeah, of all conditions marks, really it's the 5th fastest in the country if we consider, all 5 wind-aided marks, and including Jordan Anthony's 10:14 too. That's just fast overall, regardless of the wind.
Looking at this replay, you can just see from start all the way to the finish line, that was Che. You can see him in celebration, hands up in the air saying, I just became the state champion. This is the final sprinting event of the day before we move on to the 1,600-meter runs and then the 4x4s. The boys, 5A 200 meters on the track, getting their blocks settled and ready to go. Let's look at this lineup. We have Xavier Langren in 1, Gerald Holmes in 2, Daryl Nation in 3, Tyrese Molden in 4, Corin Burns in 5, John Rutledge in 6, Che Nwabuko in 7, Charlie Bass in 8, and Jonathan Howard is in 9.
For the longest time, John Rutledge was primarily a football guy, was working toward that possible scholarship and really that future there. But indoor season, he ran 21.47 indoors at Texas A&M, really gave his eyes another look at another sport. And since then, he's really doubled down on track. He recently committed to the University of Texas. He's run under 21 seconds a few times, not just once. And now he has a chance to win a state title in the 200 meters here as the top seed. He's in lane 6, 20.83 in the regions last week. Dallas Highland Park. John Rutledge, an interesting case here at the Texas State Championships.
We also can't forget Che, who's also in lane number 7. He just won the 100 meters earlier today with a 10:17. So I feel like he has a lot of confidence going into this 200 meters. So it's going to be a great race.
The only difference here is Rutledge is very fresh. He's not in any other race. So Nwabuko does have to come back after a really strong performance. It's been done before, but that just got to be in your head a little bit.
Keep your eyes out for the middle of the track here with Rutledge there.
Rutledge pressing through the first 50 meters and really taking on Che. It's a Che and Rutledge race here with 100 to go.
Who's going to respond? Who's going to finish? And it looks to be
Rutledge and Che going toe-to-toe here. Mano a mano in the final 50 meters. It's going to be Che.
It's going to come down to that photo finish.
Che said, hold up, John Rutledge. I've been here for a minute. Give me that win.
And it's
20.53 win.
Win legal! 1.5, 20.53 for Che, the senior from Manor. Rutledge, very close, 200ths of a second, 20.55, and Burns, 20.96.
Olivia, that's 100th of a second off of the U.S. #1 time owned by Jordan Anthony. So that's a U.S. 2 for Che Nwabuko here at the Texas State Championships. And for Rutledge, if there's any consolation, he just ran a PR, and it was a darn good one at that.
Incredible performance there. I feel like Che, from just coming off of that 100, the confidence was there. He's like, I know that I have it in me. I'm going to be a double state champion. That's probably what the thoughts he was telling himself in the blocks. But it was a great run for both athletes there. Let's look at the final results here. Che, 20.53. Rutledge, 20.55. Burns, 20.96. Your three boys under 21 seconds. And then Holmes, 21.05. Molden, 21.25. And we're going to get a quick replay before we turn it to the 1,600-meter girls.
Che, I'm never going to doubt you again, my man. Winning the 200 here, doubling back, getting a really strong performance, just being competitive in the line here. Something to say about that.
And we've seen throughout the course of the championships, we've seen athletes that have received competition that they started to strain a little bit and get underneath that pressure. Both boys still executed what they needed to do, and it was a great run. As I mentioned, up next, we're going to have the girls' 1,600-meter run for the Class 2A kicking off at 8:15. We are 4 minutes from the gun. They're receiving their hip numbers at the moment coming down the track. And we're going to take a very quick break, and we'll bring back with some 4 laps of action.